Hi everybody, Nikki O'Neill, and I'm here to talk to you guys about some effective ways for parents to handle screen time. Parents, if you have a child that's anywhere between 3 and 12th grade, my hat goes out to you. This video is definitely for you, and I want to share some tips and tricks that I've received from other parents since 2002, since the time I started in education. But what I did was I compiled a list, and it's a long list, but I just took 10 things from that list, you guys, of what parents have shared with me over the years that has really, truly helped their family with technology. And so I just, over the years, when I've heard some really helpful, insightful things when it comes to phones, cell phones, this is what I want to share with you guys, because I've been just holding it in my own mental mind, but I want to share so you too can try some of these things. And my number one, you guys, when it comes to screen time, you want to set clear limits. You want to establish rules regarding how much time children can spend on the device, how many minutes per day they can spend on the device, and really you want to take into account their age as well as their activities after school. So set clear limits about what screen time looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like. And so you set that duration of time so that way they're clear. I can only use my cell phone from 6 to 8 on Monday through Friday, and from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. You set that expectation and feel free to get buy-in, because of course, people feel better when they have buy-in in the expectations being set. Number two, I know someone shared about creating a family media plan, which kind of is cool, you guys, because the family shared that they kind of talk about where the devices are going to be used. And also you want to promote the understanding. So if you guys are going to church, can people pull out their devices in church? How about if they're at a funeral? Is it acceptable for children to have devices at funerals? So when it comes to creating a family media plan, the family that shared it with me said they are very strict with the rules at certain locations. So yes, you guys, definitely when and where the devices can and should be used, that is something that you would come up with in your team meeting with your family to say when and where devices should and can be used. And there's no deviating away from that plan. So let's just say everybody goes to dinner. There's a birthday celebration for Grandpa's 90th, 80th birthday party. And guess what? Little Timmy brings out the phone. And that's a violation of the family media plan. Then the phone gets taken away. So make sure that your kids are very clear about the expectations about that plan that you guys come up with as a team, because you don't want anybody deviating away from the plan and being shocked when the phone gets taken away. So be mindful of that. It is something that you really got to stick to, you guys, because it's not easy. Like, for example, if you guys have a dinner table and everybody's eating dinner, is it okay to have the cell phones out? So even if the answer is yes, that's part of the plan. Make sure everybody knows the plan, right? But if cell phones are not allowed at dinner because it's family time, that rule and expectation needs to be set and clear so that way people can meet that expectation. My number three is just encouraging alternative activities. So many kids, you guys, are into sports, soccer, water polo, volleyball, basketball, baseball, tennis, whatever it is, musical activities, singing, dancing, cheerleading, whatever it is, karate. There's so many amazing sports that people are doing that we want to encourage physical outdoor activities or even indoor activities, and making sure that they're actually picking up hobbies other than screen time, whether it's arts, crafts, whatever it is, just not a device. So that's one thing that I got from a lot of parents, is just encouraging out of the ordinary activities outside of technology. Just imagine kids riding bikes. It's pretty awesome. We used to ride bikes all the time, but now you see like one kid every blue moon on a bike, and it's just like, wow, it's like seeing a dinosaur come through the block, because wow, whoa, it's amazing. So it's nice seeing that. Playing board games, wow, that's awesome, right? So we want to encourage you guys doing more things and more things like hobbies and finding time for arts and crafts and stuff like that. So that way we have less screen time. Next one is just monitoring the content. So use parental controls. And I know not all of them work because there's been some breakthroughs, and kids are smart, you guys. So definitely monitor your parental controls and filter inappropriate, of course, content, you guys, and engage with your child to choose age-appropriate websites and games and apps together. Be very careful, parents, with games that they can communicate with adults on. Just be very, very mindful. I'm not going to go deep into any stories, but please be very mindful about that, because not everybody's just playing the game. That's all I can say. So parents, please be involved. If your child or children are playing games that has content that allows other people beyond 7, 9, 12 to be on. Because some kids are playing video games with adults. And just remember, adults do sometimes have adult behavior that our kids should not be exposed to. So please monitor content, especially use your parental controls. And if you can link it to your device every time they get a text, you get a text, that's what I would encourage. I taught elementary, I taught middle school. Parents, every time your child gets a text, it would behoove you to also make sure your phone is aligned and set up and in connection with theirs. So that way everybody gets a text. That's all I could say. Next one, you want to also be able to model healthy behavior. So you want to demonstrate a good balance. It's not easy to demonstrate a good balance, but you want to make sure that your child also sees you putting the phone down, because you want to be mindful of your own device habits as well, you guys, and prioritizing face-to-face interactions. So I know sometimes when I'm on my phone, I'm talking to my sister, but I'm not giving her undivided attention. Or if I'm talking to my family, we're at dinner and I'm checking my phone, but I'm not really focused on my family. So I really try to model healthy behavior by putting my phone down, putting it in my purse, putting it away, turning the ringer off, and just being mindful of my space and the people that I'm with, so I can give people undivided attention. It's not often I get to see my family, so I don't need to be on the phone all day with them. So just be mindful about really modeling healthy habits. And I got that from one of the dads earlier in my teaching career, and I thought that was kind of cool. And then next up, you want to talk about designated screen-free zones. So you guys talk about that. Which areas in your house, in your dining room, if there's bedrooms, which ones are not allowable to screens and technology and devices? So you really want to encourage quality family time and quality time to go to sleep. So is there going to be a time where phones are all cut off? Do you cut the Wi-Fi off? So just make sure that you guys have a designated screen-free zone, so that way everybody's on the team, everybody's aware, everybody's on the same page, and there's no confusion when it comes to, all right, guys, 9 o'clock, let's go. Wi-Fi's getting shut down. Put the phones up. Everybody charges them in the same location, right? So you guys figure that out, what designated screen-free zone that you guys want to have. My number 7 is just engaging in co-viewing. And like I said, parents, you want to make sure that your phones are sometimes connected with their phones, especially if they're really young. They should have no privacy other than in the bathroom. But when it comes to screen time, parents, I'm just encouraging you to stay connected so there's no funny business taking place. When it comes to engaging in co-viewing, you guys, you want to watch shows and play games together and just foster discussions about life, right? So they can learn from you and enhance their educational value of screen time and have quality time with one another. That is very, very important. And then sometimes even parents, if you want to play a game with them or do it for a limited amount of time, that's great too, but also put the phone down at some point. Number 8 is just encouraging mindful consumption. So you want to make sure that you guys are teaching your kiddos really just to think critically, as opposed to not thinking critically about the content that they're actually playing or watching or looking at or viewing, because that is very important to really foster the brain cells. So please encourage mindful consumption when it comes to technology. Number 9, you guys, is using screen time as an award. A lot of our friends, their parents only allowed TV, phone as an award. Some of my friends didn't even have TVs in their rooms when I was in high school and college. And so I probably would have went crazy with no TV in my room. But some people do not put TVs in their children's room, and I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I would have been crazy. I would have went bananas. But it works for a lot of kids, and they're really, really intelligent. So they find time, not necessarily to sit on the phone, but they're making time because they don't have devices and technology to really disrupt them. And so they find the time in books, studying stuff. It's amazing. So really, you guys, use screen time as an award, as a reward, because it truly, truly helps. So if they complete chores, they can earn minutes. If they do their homework or engage in physical activities, this is all important stuff. My next one, you guys, is just regularly reassessing all the rules that you and your family team have put into place. So you want to make sure that as children grow, you're setting the boundaries, you guys, because their maturity will change. So when it comes to the phone, just know that you can't give a 7-year-old the same amount of minutes you would a 14-year-old, right? They're just different. So you want to make sure that you're handling things accordingly and maintaining balance when it comes to screen time with their age, because that is really important. So basically, guys, just utilizing all these strategies that I have on my little post-its here, you guys can really, truly help your kiddo develop a healthy relationship between screens, as well as engaging themselves with different activities, not just staring at the phone all day or staring at the device all day or staring at the tablet all day. Give them a healthy balance, you guys, because that is what we want in our kids, a healthy quality balance of some screen time, some school time, some activity time, some family quality time, a good balance as opposed to technology and screen time taking over our entire lives. So I appreciate you guys, and I thank all my parents since 2002 for just encouraging me to just listen to their stories. And I'm so happy to share some of the tips and tricks that they've shared with me, just to help other parents maybe come up with some ideas to really help foster the screen time. And like I said, please, you guys, check out my video. It's titled Mirror, Mirror Off the Wall. And parents, I'm telling you, that one, that is amazing. And I'll probably make another one just so people stay in the loop of mirror, mirror off the wall. I never want that to go out of people's sight of mind, because it is so imperative to the success of everybody. So thanks again, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the effective ways to really help limit and decrease screen time, but also get the buy-in from the kids to help foster this growth and success. Thank you guys once again. Nikki L signing out. Take care.